we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Broncos hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board 1st here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Stop your whining.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Slide, 97. Cluster, 6.
3rd and 2. Love with it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Set, hut, 52 blue. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now ETN to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, it's 9-0. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 38, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Love now. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, Love to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
53, check 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Snell, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Snell and able to haul it in as Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Snell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing on first down. Snell. The quick slant caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Snell. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down. A final shot before break. Snell got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking to throw. Snell. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on second down. Snell.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Snell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the... Now a hit and a loose football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Snell.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Following the interception, Love.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Snell. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Snell. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Snell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jordan Brooks with it. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Another run here with Dobbins. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
17. Yellow, blue.
Love, they go play action now.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Judy
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Snell. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Snell. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Again, that's Hurst.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
128 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team's season.
So for the Broncos, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.